I'm very, very excited. So that is massive. Yeah, low light, cold room, screen glow blue, drifting through the waves, Spartan on a rise to world outside fade when it come through. Death wave shining like a star in the skies. Ooh, voice cut smooth like deja vu. Click, click.
What's up, guys? My name is Spartan, and we are back with another not tournament stream. What are we doing today? Yes, it is an event reset. We've got a brand new event. Sorry, guys, I'm a little bit late. I was working out and sort of just lost track of the time. But it's okay. Better late than never. So let's go ahead and dive in. I'm going to cancel this run really quickly. And let's take a look. Okay. So... it's the water droplet one. Okay. Very cool. So, yeah, I've seen this one before. I've actually really wanted, especially the Ocean Knight deal. So let me quickly just respec this preset, get all of these medals back, and I'm just going to buy all of this stuff and show you guys firsthand what it's looking like. What's up, Kirkle? What's up, Nathan? What's up, Chrisendor? Nightmare Echoes. Berto, Cody, what up, everybody? So before we get to the rest of it, let's just quickly check out the actual skins and see what those look like. So we got the Water Droplet and Ocean Knight. So let's just play this and see what it looks like. Okay. I actually kind of like the background. It's like the ocean. Already have them? Nice. Yeah, if you've played this game pretty much longer than I have, then you likely already have this one. But if you're within like 2 years, basically, you probably don't have this one. But not bad. Everybody go claim your gem over there. I like it. It looks sort of ugly with the golden tower, though. That's the only issue. But the actual tower skin, I like it. I like it. Zephyr, what up, dude? So that is what it actually looks like. I guess on Spartan Jr. here, we can actually look at the relics and stuff. So starting in the shop, let's look at the barnacle. That is going to be tower health. Going to be good for most early game players. Pretty good there. And then we got the epic relic, the wave. This one is, crit factor. This is going to be pretty good for pretty much everybody across the board. But more of an emphasis towards like the hybrid glass cannon people. But crit factor, you really can't go wrong with more crit factor. Super nice. So on Spartan Jr., we're going to go ahead and claim all this stuff also. What was that? Hey, Juan Gomez, thank you for subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate it. Very cool. Looks like they mixed the relics up again. Let's take a look. Oh, yep. So 2 in a row that they screwed up the relics. So I guess if you pay attention, the numbers are technically correct. So it's supposed to be 350, and then the 500 one's supposed to be here, but it's showing up in the wrong spot, but that's fine. Let's take a look at these actual relics and see what they do. Starting off with the lighthouse. Increase recovery amount by 2%. Okay, kind of underwhelming there. Let's check out the night shark. That's going to be a cash bonus. Pretty good. So this one, I suspect, will be swapped with this one. So basically, the night shark will be a paid relic, part of the event boost. So the sailing at night should, once they fix this, be the free-to-play option, and let's see what that is. Increased tower health. Okay, more health. Not bad, not bad. Then we've got Moonlight in the pay-to-win category. More crit factor. Okay, so we've got 10% total crit factor across this event, unless you already had the wave. Not bad. We should go ahead if somebody... I'm sure somebody has already reported that this is bugged, but yeah. I don't know why, like... they got the numbers correct, 550 for this one, then 700 for this one, but the placement is incorrect. So, I don't know. You guys may hold off before buying the event boost and just wait for pretty much them to fix this. But I'm pretty sure if you buy the event boost anyway, it should update correctly. But yeah. Let's see. Based on these, I don't know, man. Like cash bonus and then crit factor, it's good, but I wouldn't say this by any means is like a, yeah, you must get the event boost thing. I don't know. I don't think so, but who knows, maybe. What do you guys think of the skin? Do you guys like the skin? This is, I think, like the second or third one that they ever released in terms of the events. So we're going to go ahead, I guess, and claim the relic here, Barnacle. Meow. Meow indeed. Sniper Kitty, what up? Hey, Zephyr. Hey. Yo. Hey, howdy, Spartan. What up, Rubber? What up, Study? What up, Spartan? Poetic Piercer. That's a funny name. Okay. Yeah. So first impression of the event, kind of... Whoops, that's not the event. Kind of underwhelming in terms of the pay-to-win relics. I don't think that they're really that great. So if you were on the fence about getting it, if you want it for the medals, go ahead and get it, of course. But if you're on the fence and you're like, I'm only going to get something if it's good, these are kind of underwhelming. The crit factor will be good way later on, especially, but I don't know. Sort of a disappointment, I would say. Let's claim all of our stuff. We got some stuff over here. By the way, guys, episode 15 of the Beginner Progress series will be coming out tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. Question: when you're upgrading Golden Bot after you max range, what is next? Duration or bonus? I believe bonus is next after that. You'd have to check the effective path sheet to get the real, like, quote-unquote optimal path. But, like, what I did, for example, is I basically... Oh, whoops, I'm in a battle, so I can't do it. Let's surrender. Yeah. Wait, what? Oh, I need more medals to switch? What the heck? You're telling me I can't because I bought all of this stuff? Are you serious? Can I just respec? Will that do anything? Gosh dang it. Okay, well... I'll just show you on Spartan Jr. I don't know why it's stupid. This is my first time with bot presets. So apparently you can't max out one and then respec the other, buy all the stuff, and then switch back to the farming one. It doesn't work that way, I guess. But for my golden bot, what I did on Big Spartan is I maxed out range first, and then maxed out my bonus. I then basically brought my cooldown to match whatever my Multiverse Nexus was. And then after that, I worked on duration a little bit and just kind of gradually went back and forth between these two until I got permanent Golden Tower and basically permanent everything, in which case I just finished maxing out cooldown so I could get the uptime. And now I've got like 2 or 3 more clicks into duration on Big Spartan, and then Golden Bot will be totally done. So that's what I've done at least. This is the second event in a row that they've screwed up the relics. Yes, that is true. That is true. When will the new series be announced, and what is it about? So nothing about a new series, but I do touch on the results from the poll and really the future of Spartan Jr. and the Beginner Progress series. I cover all of that in the video that will be released tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. No spoilers. I'm sorry, everybody. But yeah. Dang, that sucks. So I'm not going to be able to farm. I'm going to have to like build out a golden bot now. That's kind of dumb. Whatever. I'll just show you guys in real time where all of these medals go. There's range. There's bonus. Dropped guild code in the Discord. Nice. And we'll put the rest into duration. Okay, so now we can farm again. Almost a permanent golden bot, by the way. Like, almost. 50-second cooldown, 42-second duration. Pretty dang close. Oh, actually, I can claim all of these. Let's do that real quick. Okay. I'll buy it for the medals. Yeah. That's usually what I'll do. Even if the relics are not very good, I'll still get it anyway, literally just for the medals, so that I can try to get caught up on my bots. The golden bots are it's very good once you get it fully done. It makes a huge difference. Yo, Biff, what's up? He says, boom. But yeah, if you guys do purchase the event boost, first of all, please use my creator code 300, but also you can buy it from the web store. You will get 25 extra gems if you buy in the web store versus, where is it? It's right here. Yeah, you'll get 25 extra gems if you purchase the event boost in the web store versus the in-game app. So just keep that in mind. And if you want to input the creator code, you have to scroll all the way to the bottom of the web store to access it. But they should fix this probably by tomorrow, if I had to guess. I don't know. It's kind of embarrassing. It's happened 2 events in a row, but evidently it's okay. It just happens. But yeah. So the Night Shark and the Moonlight will eventually be the pay-to-win relics. So the Sailing at Night, the Tower Health, and the Recovery Amount, both of these will be the free-to-play relics. Both of these. Just so that you're aware. Yo, sorry I'm late. Any good relics? Can't check myself. Yeah, we can go through the relics again. So for the free-to-play category, we've got Recovery Amount, and we've got Tower Health. For the pay-to-win relics, we've got Cash Bonus and Crit Factor. That's for the event boost stuff. For the actual event itself, we have 2 relics, Barnacle and Wave. Barnacle is Tower Health, and Wave is more Crit Factor. And the skins, it is the Water Droplet and Ocean Night skin. So that's what we're looking at. Not too bad. Not too bad. Let's see. I mean, that kind of covers it for the event. I don't know. What else do we talk about here? Does anybody have any, like, tower questions or anything? Or I guess we can just hang out. Dropped guild code in the Discord. I think I already read that chat. My bad. Okay. Yeah, the more I kind of think about it, I'm not a huge fan of the background. I thought the background looked good at first, but I'm not really liking it too much now. I don't know. Maybe you guys like it. I don't know. Do you think version 2028 will have legendary relics? Possibly. Possible. I know there's a lot of speculation about what they're going to do. There's one thing I've heard that I think would be really cool, is they're talking about the possibility of adding a new card. And it would be similar to coins, but it would be basically a cells card that would give you like a boost on your cells, similar to how coins gives you like an additional multiplier. I think that would be pretty cool if they added that. Can you discuss the dev announcement today? Oh, is there a dev announcement? Oh yeah, it's Monday, isn't it? Yeah, we can go check that out real quick. I don't think I've actually read it yet, so let's take a look. Let me go over to this screen here. Let me pull up the Discord. Boom! There we go. Let me make it a little bit bigger for you guys. Okay, so here's Sam, our community manager for Tech Tree Games. This is what Sam says. Well, first off, this is the patch notes for the recent patch that I guess will be rolling out to everyone tomorrow. It says, hey, Tower Defenders, we have a small update rolling out shortly on Android and should be fully available for everyone tomorrow, aka iOS people. This update is primarily tackling our cloud save systems. Our cloud save system has two notable improvements. One is how saves are selected and improving how session IDs are saved. We've solved some issues regarding your session IDs being mismatched, especially when starting a new session on a different device. The save function overall is smarter. Very nice, very nice. That's actually probably a big quality of life thing. Additionally, we have noted that players have experienced different levels of lag during auto saves. I don't know what that's about. We have added a new toggle option, pause during autosaves, which is set to off by default. When it is on, your game will briefly pause while your session is saved. Once completed, your game will resume where it left off. Interesting. Finally, we are including a few more improvements. Fixing an issue where the claim free gems mission is not or does not increment reliably. Yeah, that was affecting quite a few people. I remember that. Improved web store account logins with redirected from the weekly free gift. If you weren't previously logged into any account on the web store, it logs you in. Oh, okay, cool. If logged in on a different account on the web store, it logs you into the account that you're logged into in-game instead. Okay, that's cool. After being logged in, it scrolls you to the free gift section of the store, which is also right above the creator code section. So whenever you claim that free web store gift, you can also, while you're there, just input code 300. It's that simple. Thank you and happy defending. So that's the first message, and then we have the normal Tower T thing. Hey pals, and welcome to this week's Tower T. As many of you have seen earlier this morning, version 27.5 started rolling out on Android, and it should be out to everyone by tomorrow. This one includes some cloud save updates and a new toggle. Is this just the same thing? Let me skip ahead a little bit. And yes, version 28 is coming. So keep an eye out for teasers this month. Very good, very good. Ooh, version 28 is coming. Keep an eye out for teasers this month. So maybe that means the actual update's not coming this month. I don't know. I don't know what you guys think of that. That's kind of how I'm reading into it. Oh, and we're working on adding more ways to unlock older relics from previous events. Ooh, that would be interesting. Like a catch-up mechanic for people that missed out on previous event relics. There's also an update on my tower and my plans for the end game run. For those of you who have been asking, but you can totally skip. Oh, is that it? Developer diaries? What is this? Here's an update from the devs on some future work. Hi, Defenders. We wanted to share that we are looking into ways to improve our info, how info is shared in the game. For in-game description of abilities, to giving our in-game encyclopedia a makeover. We'll be tackling this in the future. We want to make the information more straightforward and as accessible as possible. If you have any suggestions or requests, feel free to let us know. Then we have the tower update, but we'll just skip that. Okay, I think we are all caught up. Yeah, I think we are. Okay, what did I miss? Don't really have a question, but just wanted to say, just got a DM plus. Oh, just got Demon Mode Mastery. Okay, I see. Sorry. It has improved my farming so much, can't wait for the next tournament. Yeah, Demon Mode Mastery is huge. It is huge, especially when you are first starting off with Glass Cannon. It can be pretty good also just for like hybrid, but that's awesome. I would love a Cells card. I think it would be really nice for the game as a catch-up mechanic. Yeah, I agree. And I feel like the reason people have been suggesting that is because they recently added the 7 and 8 times. So, I don't know. I think it definitely could be something in the future. Or they may add another kind of like lab that you can do, similar to like, I don't know, the Deathwave cell bonus lab. They may add something else like that. Who knows? Anyone else getting an error on 7 or 9% loading the game? Ooh, I am not. Ugh, creator code feature still isn't opening back up to me, creators. What? You're talking about the in-game app? When you click it, nothing shows up? Sorry, I just wanted to make sure I know what you're saying, Zephyr. Cell's card gonna be a tier 25 unlock. There's a lot of speculation as well about Guardian chip presets. People thinking that maybe that will be coming, similar to like bot presets, or even card presets for that matter. People have been speculating about potential Guardian chip presets because they keep adding more chips. So I don't know. I tell you what, though, that would make it a lot easier to do like testing, like maybe compare fetch and summon with like bounty and fetch. I don't know, something like that. But yeah, it would be really good to have like a fully decked out scout chip or attack chip for tournaments, and then have like the normal farming preset as well. Even if they just gave us 2 presets, I think that would be a huge quality of life boost. But it would also make tournaments a lot longer because people would, you know, be a lot better or a lot stronger because they wouldn't be running a level 1 attack chip like I do. But yeah. Oof, lack of coffee hurts bad. Yeah. More creators driving. Ah, okay. Don't curse us like that. Oh boy. What is the blue Celtic or Celtic rotating effect on Spartan's tower? Is that... Are you talking about the electrons here? These are from the orbital augment module. This module right here. It adds electrons that rotate around your... or orbit around your tower. And they deal basically just damage, percentage health damage to the enemies. Boost cells by smart missiles and defense absolute. Let's go. All I got to do is work on my defense absolute because we all know my smart missiles are freaking... oh, good lord. Already in a good spot, I guess. Quick question. Do you go EHP or damage for the tier 15 wave 300 milestone? I was hybrid when I did it. And I think I was about a 50-50 hybrid between damage and EHP. It can be done either way, but if your damage isn't good enough, you're not going to be able to do it as glass cannon. And if you don't have enough damage, you probably won't be able to do it as full-on EHP either. Although, now with Orbital Augment, that may not be true. Orbital Augment may allow you to do it as full EHP. I don't know, it's been a minute for me. Orbital Augment was not in the game when I did it. I can almost do it pure EHP. Nice. Yeah, when I did it, like I said, I think I was hybrid, but I don't know if I was quite 50-50. I think I may have been still a lot heavier on EHP at that point. But yeah, like I said, it should be a lot easier nowadays for EHP people to get that milestone because of Orbital Augment. Orbital Augment really is like a cheat code. Spartan, where can we find a fully defined Orb Devo guide in your Discord? I don't think we have a written guide. There are some written guides available in the main tower Discord. If you go to the main tower Discord, they have all of the different strategies channels, and there's one for Orb Devo. If you go to the pinned comments of that, you should find written guides. Yeah, I don't have a written guide made. I just have like my 2 video guides, the one for with wall and without wall. I did tier 15 wave 300 with EHP, but I had permanent black hole. Yeah, permanent black hole makes a big difference with Prim C. Most definitely. Yeah, that's another thing. Primordial Collapse was not a thing when I got the milestone either. So I think it's probably optimal now to do tier 15 300 as full EHP, just because of the modules that they've had to add to basically help EHP. Yeah, like Primordial Collapse, even at epic level, you're reducing 50% of the enemy's damage. Obviously, you would pretty much need a permanent black hole for that to be most effective, but that's still like super valuable. Yeah, permanent black hole alongside Prim C helps so much, though I did it before Prim C existed. Yeah. You show coins per minute on Spartan Jr.? Yeah, I got you. Right now we are making 4 billion a minute. A whopping 4 billion a minute. Did somebody say smart missiles can give more cells? What did I miss? No, they were just making fun of me for spending so many stones on smart missiles, which rightfully so. But that's my big goal. I hope that some of the teasers that we see for version 28, I hope it's like something smart missile related. They need to either give me a module for smart missiles or rework how the damage scaling works for smart missiles specifically. Like Chain Lightning has a bunch of stuff that amplifies it over the course of the run. Smart Missiles has nothing outside of the amplification lab, which really doesn't do much unless you have a crap load of stones invested. You need like max quantity and a ton of damage. And module effects. If you don't have module effects, Smart Missiles don't do anything anyway. I got excited. It was some random new module hype. Yeah. We'll see. I mean, I'm excited for version 28, but version 27, I mean, the game like totally changed when version 27 was added. So as soon as that happened, because that's when we saw fleets for the first time, and that basically single-handedly changed the meta from being pure glass cannon to basically being glass cannon, but also kind of hybrid at the same time. So we'll see. And we've had a lot more modules introduced, like I mentioned, that have made EHP more viable. But yeah, I don't think pure EHP can make it in the top echelons. I also no longer think that permanent, or not permanent, but pure glass cannon can make it either, again, due to overcharge. If you look at most of the top players, they're all, for the most part, basically glass cannon, but with enough EHP, whether that be through masteries or just enhancements, etc., to basically tank overcharge enemies. It's rough. Unlock tier 17 EHP only. Very nice, very nice. How are you getting 0 coins a minute? Oh, yeah. That's because I'm intro sprinting currently on Big Spartan. My only smart missile I have are from Spotlight. Yeah, that's what makes me so sad, man. Like, there's like 5 different labs that influence smart missiles, and none of them do anything. Like, the Spotlight missiles are a joke. They just give you, like, blue smart missiles that still do no damage. It's just sad, man. Like, if I show you these boss stats, you can see, yeah, 3% to smart missiles. About equal to my Poison Swamp damage, but my Poison Swamp has 1/3 of the stones invested. Maybe even less. Close to unlocking tier 19 with EHP. Very nice, very nice. But the screen looks prettier. Come on. I mean, yeah, I guess no, you're right. You got to count your blessings. It does look pretty. Yeah. You're right. I'm not being grateful enough. They do look pretty. They do look very pretty. But they don't do freaking anything. Oh, man. Well, I think that's about... I guess we'll do like last call for any tower questions or just anything you guys want to tell me. And then we'll probably close out the stream. I just wanted to briefly kind of open up and show you guys the event. I've been trying to do these streams, just get a first-hand look at the event, just show you guys exactly what we're looking at. But yeah, you guys let me know what you think. Is this a good event? Are you guys happy for it? I still feel like the event boost, I wouldn't get it unless A, you already buy every other event boost, or you are kind of on the tail end and you really just need the medals for your bots. That's the only reason I would get it. But I like the water droplet skin. I'm not a huge fan of the Ocean Knight background. I don't know, it's kind of lackluster compared to some of the other stuff that they've had. But to be fair, this is a very old event, so they've come a long way since then. Question, how far are you farming in tier 10? I'm getting around 6,500 waves on average. You can see I tried farming tier 11, and I'm not quite ready for that. But there's a 6,900, then my other tier 10s are down here. 65 on average down here. But I put quite a bit of coins into my defensive enhancements, my health regen and health. So I assume my new average is going to be around 68, 6,900. Which means we're getting close, but we're still not quite there. As EHP, do you buy the Crit Factor Relic? Crit Factor is still valuable. It'll help you with your, I believe, like your Chain Lightning damage, which with Smite, I think that helps. I don't know. But also for Death Wave, your Death Wave health, it'll keep your Death Wave ring up longer. So I think it's valuable. And it's good to go ahead and get it so that if and when you ever transition to a hybrid build, which pretty much you'll have to at some point, like once you get into Legends League. And yeah, my whole philosophy whenever it comes to like relics is stats are stats, even like the Defense Absolute ones. Although Defense Absolute allegedly is worthless after tier 1. I still think stats are good to get regardless because we never know when the meta is going to shift. We never know when something's going to get reworked. Who knows, right? So stats are stats. Get whatever relics that you can whenever they're available because every single little bit adds up. That's kind of my opinion. Another relic error to be corrected in a hotfix. Yep. They insisted in the junior dev to review and upload the event update. Yep. Any tips to boost my econ? I got stuck in 30 million to 90 million or 900 million in tier 8, 6,000 farming wave, 6,000 waves. Okay. Yeah, honestly, where you're at, you're in the same spot as Spartan Jr. Keep working on your workshop health and health regen until you get both of these to about 5,000 levels. And then you really want to focus primarily on your enhancement levels for health and health regen. Both of those are going to be super valuable. And that's what's going to eventually get me to tier 12 farming is once I get my base workshop in a good enough spot where I can basically max everything by the end of the run, which right now I can. At that point, spend the rest of your coins on workshop enhancements. Get your EHP workshop enhancements in a good spot. Video idea, if you whale, what would you put the first 7.5k stones into? Okay. I hate to say it, but it's going to sound like a boring answer. I would get Perma Black Hole, and I would get a pretty low cooldown on my Golden Tower and Death Wave. That would be like the main thing. I would get duration for Black Hole to like 32 seconds, to where I basically have Perma Black Hole with the Galaxy Compressor. And then I would probably aim to get my Death Wave and my Death Wave and Golden Tower cooldowns down to like 2 minutes at an absolute minimum. Ideally, I would go even farther down. And then obviously I would put some levels into like Death Wave quantity, GT bonus, GT duration. If I had Spotlight, I'd probably get Quant 2 Spotlight. My stone math I may be overestimating how many stones I have to play with, but 7,500 stones. I mean, that's quite a bit. Can you show Spartan Junior's enhancements? I don't know if I can do that while I'm in the middle of a run. Let me check. Okay, I can. Yeah. So I've been putting some into coins and cells, obviously, so I can continue to build up my lifetime coins. But pretty much every other run, I'll do like a click here, and then I'll do a click here, and then here. Or just back and forth until I run out of coins. That's kind of what I've been doing as I alternate from run to run. So pretty much an even split between health and health regen and coins and cells. Just like every other run, doing one of each of these. Cool, we got patch notes. Guess I don't have it unlocked yet. Oh, yeah. You unlock... Oh, crap. When do you unlock workshop enhancements? Here, I'll try to find it. I think it's in, like, tier 12 or 10, maybe. It's, like, decently early. Does anybody know when you unlock workshop enhancements? Maybe it's, like, tier 6. Tier 14, wave 100? Nah, that's unlocking tier 15. Tier 12, wave 60. Tier 12, wave 60. Okay, yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I should have just Googled it so I didn't look like a dummy, but I don't have that much time on my hands. Come on now. Yeah, so it's tier 12, wave 60. Which should be decently obtainable. You should be able to get that within like your first month and a half to 2 months of playing, depending on spending and whatnot. But yeah, if you're like completely free to play and don't have any of the starter packs or anything, then it may take you like 2 or 3 months, but you should be able to get it pretty quick. But remember, just as soon as you unlock it, that doesn't mean start putting all of your coins into it. Your first and main priority is getting your workshop to where you can max everything out during the run. So what that looked like for me was 5,000 levels into health and health regen. A decent amount here. I think my base is like 600 levels, but that's more than enough to max this out. And then once you get all of your stuff to that point, then, well, also you want to have a decent baseline of ELS as well for tournaments, but that's a whole nother story. But yeah, the whole point is you want your workshop to be in a good spot before you go into enhancements. Otherwise, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot because workshop enhancements, they get super expensive. The first level for everything in the workshop enhancements is 5 billion coins. So it gets very expensive very quickly. Did they F up the Relic again? Yes, they did. Yeah, you can unlock it way before you can afford it. Exactly, Biff. That's kind of what I was trying to say, but sorry, I still have like a bunch of adrenaline from working out. My whole body hurts. I took like a 2.5 minute shower because I was running late. Ugh. I started working out again because I'm trying to put some more priority on like my physical health. I've got kids, man. I want to be around for my kids when, you know, when they grow up and have kids someday. I don't want to die before I get to see that, so I need to take care of my body. We only have one body on this earth, so we should try to, you know, take care of it while we can. Oh, sorry, I was going to show the relics. Yeah, so they did screw it up. So the free-to-play relics are going to be the lighthouse and the sailing at night. This one right here. And then the pay-to-win relics are going to be the night shark and the moonlight. Both of these. So that's what we're looking at. Sentimental today, huh? Yeah, man. I mean, like, I was in good shape when I was in the military, and I got out of the military. I got married, had a kid. You know, life happens, and your priorities shift a little bit, unless you stay on top of it, which I did not. So I've put on a little bit of weight. I put on a little bit of weight. I wouldn't say I'm fat necessarily, but I put on a little bit of weight, okay? But I'm working on it. I want to be a good example for my children so that they can know that taking care of your body is important. The relics are in the right position for me. If you restart the game, they should be in the right positions. Interesting. Okay. Let us test that theory with Spartan Jr. Because if I do it on Big Spartan, I'll probably die. So we'll just change that really quick. Dad bod at its finest. Yeah, exactly. But I want to live up to the Spartan name, you know. I'm probably not quite going to have 300 level like freaking CGI generated abs, but I'm going to get the closest I can to that. Okay, let's check this out. No, mine is still broke. By the way, on Spartan Jr., why use Orbital Augment over Sharp Fortitude? Good question. I have just simply found that it does better for me. I lose about 1,000 waves on average for farming if I use my Sharp Fortitude. Now, granted, my Sharp Fortitude is still only legendary, so I end up getting capped on my levels at 100, and I can't get these other 11 levels, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it adds up. And not only that, but the effects that you get. Going from 4 to 6% defense, it doesn't sound like a lot, but it is, trust me. And same thing with the health regen. The 200 versus the 100, it's a big difference. So that's the reason. I mean, if this was Mythic, maybe it would outperform, or at least kind of be equal. But I still think, especially for tournaments, my Orbital Augment would probably outperform, if I had to guess. But it is cool. Like we did not have any of these modules when I played this game before. Like, I think the armor that I used to use for the longest time was just Wormhole Redirector. And then once I started sort of moving into hybrid, I used my anti-cube portal because it was my first mythic module, I think, for the armor category. I don't know. I would have to go look at my videos from like a year and a half ago and see. But yeah. Anyway. Do you do Orb Devo on Spartan Jr.? Absolutely not. I'm not a fan of Orb Devo, okay? I'm just going to be honest. Do I think it's a bad build? No. Absolutely not. But it does have its flaws. If you have not seen my Blender versus Orb Devo video, I would highly encourage you to go check that out. I go through the pros and the cons of Blender and Devo builds, and basically just mention my thoughts on it. And my thoughts are, if I had to choose one build to do for the rest of my life, it would be Blender, because I just hit play and I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to sit here and manually upgrade my enemy attack level skips. I just let it do its thing. And yes, I am aware there are a ton of like half Blender, half Devo builds. I even have one. I have a guide available on my channel. Devoed Blender, shout out. But even so, I can't be bothered with that. This is Spartan Jr. This isn't my main account. I just like the set it and forget it strategy. So I press play and it just does its thing. Finally got cards maxed. Nice. How big of a dopamine rush did you get when you got to just instantly claim all of your medals? Isn't that awesome? It's a really good feeling. I still remember when that happened to me on Big Spartan. I was like, oh my god, I can finally just buy modules. Anyway, guys, I think if there are no more questions, that'll be pretty much it. I think that'll be a wrap for the stream. Let me see. How do you deal with overcharge in tier 18 runs? I'm struggling to get tier 18 runs working due to RNG. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. getting your wall rebuild as down as possible is really helpful for that. Also, orbital augment the module. And this is going to sound kind of convoluted, but having as much damage as possible, like the more damage you have, the better. Like my damage right now, I recently finished my actual damage labs, so I'll show you what that looks like here. Yeah, so I recently finished crit factor and damage. Both of these are totally done. Never have to touch them again. I put a lot of emphasis on my damage labs, so that has been a huge game changer for me. So it's going to come down to your lab levels. It's going to come down to your enhancement levels, which basically means your lifetime coins. And it'll just get better gradually over time. At least that's what it kind of was for me. Like, I initially, when I first started farming tier 18, I started off getting... Wait, what the heck? Why are these so... Oh, I ended these runs. Why did I end both of these runs? What the heck? Anyway, when I first started farming tier 18, I was getting like 39, 4,000 waves, which obviously is not great. But now I'm up to kind of averaging around like 50, 51, 5,200 waves on runs that I don't end halfway through. Is crit factor worth in the event? I would say, I mean, I'm just going to repeat the same thing I said about relics. My thought process with relics is stats are stats. So get every relic that you can. Because we never know when the meta is going to shift, when something is going to get buffed or something's going to get nerfed. We don't know these things. So better to prepare and go ahead and get all of the available stats that you can on the off chance that, like, what if they make Defense Absolute worth something? If you skipped every single Defense Absolute relic, you'd be missing out on that. That's my 2 cents. But, yeah. The counter argument is, like, if you don't want to get the... Let's just go to the events and I can show you. If you're like, well, I'm Glass Cannon, so I don't care about this Tower Health relic. I really would rather just max my Golden Bot. That's the counter argument. But again, even then, I still kind of follow the mindset of like stats are stats. We should strive to honestly get our stats as good as possible. Did you complete Garlic Thorns? Are you talking to me? On Spartan Jr., we completed that like 3 months ago. As soon as I unlocked that thing, best believe I threw it in. I'm not dealing with vampires. I more meant through the paid pass. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. You're talking about... Yeah, sorry, it's confusing. There's 2 crit factor relics. There's the one there, then there's also this one here. Yeah, so my thought process with the pay-to-win relics is... Unless you have any intention on going Glass Cannon or Hybrid in the future, which, quite frankly, most people will, it's decent. The crit factor in particular is really valuable. But even the cash bonus, it'll be good for like your project funding. Is this one that's like, yes, absolutely buy it? No, I wouldn't say so. Unless you, A, buy them anyway, regardless, for the sake of getting your bots done. Or B, you, like I said, intend on eventually going Glass Cannon in the future. Deathwave HP should help. Man, Deathwave. Me and Deathwave, we go way back, let me tell you. Some would even say it's one of the best ultimate weapons in the game. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, guys, I think that is going to be a wrap for the live stream. Like I said, be expecting a video tomorrow. It's going to be... Yeah, it should be posted tomorrow. Beginner Progress episode number 15. Episode 15, I should say. Coming soon to YouTube near you. Oh, spoiler alert. I got Quantity 2 Spotlight on Spartan Jr. I don't know if anybody noticed that or not, but there we go. We got it. Look at that. Next goal for me is going to be just getting my synced cooldown down a lot lower. I'm not touching Chain Lightning until basically I get at least like a 2-minute, 30-second cooldown. That's what I'm thinking. But anyway, guys, if you guys do end up purchasing the event boost, 2 things. First and foremost, please consider using creator code 300. It directly supports me, and it doesn't cost a dime more for you to do so. I really appreciate it. But more importantly, don't buy it from the in-game app. Don't do it. You can get 25 extra gems completely free if you buy it through the web store. Yeah, it's a no-brainer. You get more gems. That's one module pull. That could be the Dimension Core you're missing. That could be the G-Comp you've always dreamed of, even though those don't exist. It could be anything. Who knows? But yeah. You can buy literally everything with an exception of these 2 packs. These stone packs right here. You can buy everything else in the web store, including all of these. So yeah, buy stuff from the web store. You get so many more gems. It's just a better deal. If you do buy from the web store, if you want to enter the creator code, you just scroll all the way down to the bottom. The same place you would go if you were going to claim your web store gems. It's like right around that same area. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me. It was fun. I'll be in the Discord later on this evening. Hope to chat with some of you guys there. But that's going to be a wrap for today. Yeah. I think I covered all of the housekeeping notes, so let me think. Let me just make sure I'm not missing anything. Yeah, some people are starting to go ahead and save up gems, save up stones, etc. for version 28. So if you guys want to do that, by all means, now would be a good time to start. I personally am going to do that on Big Spartan especially. But yeah, that's going to be a wrap. Let's get some 07s in the chat. 07s in the chat. Kirkle is already on top of it. And yeah, that's going to be a wrap. Thank you guys so much for watching. And like always, I will see you guys later.